Hello, Dirty Trucker. I'm finna go further details into this, what I call a legal gambling operation. What I've seen over the years going on, and I can probably put the whole operation together in a nice, detailed, documented, investigative report from A to B of why they doing it, how they doing it, and who's partaking in it. But I posted years ago when this shit happened to me at Warren Truck Plant. And then they covered it up. I started noticing these people around here acting like they were trying to tell me something, to guide me something. So let me take it back to when I was at Warren Truck. I said a lot of shit on the line when I was at Warren Truck. You know, said a lot of shit. Like when I said I rode by the mayor's house, it looked like they was having a party back in the day. That's when before that shit jumped off with the previous mayor, Kwame Kilpatrick. I rode by the mayor's house. And I remember going to the plant talking about that. And shortly after that, all of a sudden, this little weird shit started happening. Because I found out that there was a high school classmate of mine that worked at the plant who actually knew him. So I'm starting to put two and two together. I'm like, I don't know. You know, when something starts happening to you and you don't know why it's happening and nobody's telling you why it's happening. So now you start going in your memory banks trying to see what the fuck. Did I do something? Did I say something? So I'm thinking back on what I said. Now I remember that. And I used to be on the line. I said a lot of things on the line. Like I would never go in trucking. I stood down the line and said that. I wouldn't go in trucking, be out there living on the road away from home, and you can't enjoy yourself trying to make little of the same money you make here. And I said that. But somehow, the things I said I wouldn't do, I end up in anyway. These people have somehow made me do. I didn't want to be in debt. I'm in debt. Didn't want to be in trucking. I end up in trucking. They've made me homeless several times. I've lost my home. I had to sell my home. They've stolen my family items, everything. So let me go into further detail what these people been doing. This is what I think they've been doing. Now, I thought this a long time ago. I said, they covered up what they did to me. I said, okay, you don't want nobody to know. You don't want this broadcast that Warren Truck Plant at the time was Daimler Chrysler when this shit happened to me. You don't want the world to know via news that you did this to me and why you did it. You don't want them investigating why in the hell would you do some heinous shit like this as to make up a lie that I was crazy. A co-worker say I was harassing him, and you put me off my job knowing I hadn't done a damn thing, and then you didn't straighten it out. So after the courts covered the shit up, Warren Truck Plant covered this shit up, I started noticing these people act like they trying to guide me something. You took something that I said physically on the line and implemented into a game, and you think I don't know about it. I don't like nobody stealing from me. I don't give a fuck if it's a thought, a word, an item, my property. I don't like nobody stealing. You know, what they did to me, they know my thoughts somehow. And you know, it's people that can do that. Read your mind, know your thoughts. Now, what if somebody who can do that had tapped in the mind? That would explain a lot of shit, because I haven't found a hidden camera no damn well. It would explain a lot of shit of how you know what the fuck I'm thinking before the fuck I get outside. I don't talk to nobody, really. I don't call nobody. But you know everything. How do they know this? So, somebody is doing something illegal. You know, just the idea that these motherfuckers know my thoughts, that my thoughts is not private. My thoughts that I could use to make me money, become financially stable, to think to myself, is no longer private. Because somebody has a way to know my thoughts. Now, it sounds crazy. I don't give a fuck what you say. But they do. And they are. And it's illegal. This is the ultimate invasion of privacy I've ever seen before in my life. Instead of spying, you somehow know my fucking thoughts. I can't think shit in secret no more. I can't plan shit no more. I can't want to do shit in my brain no more. Because these motherfuckers know. I'm not bullshitting. And I want to know who is the bitch that's in my head, that know my thoughts, that have been doing this shit. Who allowed them to do this shit? Yes, there's people around here that have psychic abilities. I seem to know shit. So what? So you, because of that, you let these people do all this illegal shit to me. The government is involved with this. These people is involved with this. So, let me take it a step further what they doing. When they covered up what happened to me, I said, okay, I'm seeing these people act like they trying to tell me the lottery number, which is illegal. Playing the lottery using psychic abilities, I read in the Michigan State rules, was illegal. It is illegal. And if you're using some type of, that's using psychic ability. When you coming in my house doing all this shit, messing with shit, trying to lure a win, that's using psychic abilities. It is illegal. I read that. And then when I looked for that again, I couldn't find it. But I read that years ago because I got wind that's what they were doing. Okay, these people out here they was acting like they were trying to help me win the lottery by taking something I said on the line and implementing it into some real life game to help them cover up what they did, long as I was winning. But I didn't win shit. I never did. It never worked. True story. I used to be on the line. I went on the line one day. I said, what if they created? I called it tell without telling. And the basic properties of this that I said on the line. Tell without telling, involving certain people that you know have done something. It could be a crime. It could be anything. Cheating, adultery. Certain people. And you associate them with that. Say, for instance, a crime. You associate a certain person that looks a certain way with a certain crime going on. So, in this tell without telling that I came up with, that you would have lookalikes just all of a sudden come around you. And when you see this lookalike, that lets you know that this particular thing that was associated with this lookalike is going on. That's what I call, that's the basics of tell without telling. And somebody was listening to me on the line talk about that, and God damn it, you did this. You took something I said on the line and made it happen. Just like when I got my lawsuit going and the courts demanded Daimler Chrysler, give me the documents of why you put me off my job. And then I started reading what the UAW, my union, Stuart, Mark, and Larry was saying. They had in a document that I said they broke into my home. I never told them that. Then they had stuff in there, a written document that they signed that I told some people on the line. They weren't even there. So you took some shit that I said on the line. So which one of the motherfuckers on the line that I told that to went back to the union and told you? And then when you found out you made a fucked up big mistake, put me off my job, saying I was crazy, you went back and started getting information from these individuals about what I was talking about to put in your little document to go to send to the company as the basis of why you didn't do nothing for me and I was put off my job. And why you were saying, and the plant was saying I was crazy. That's what they did. But let me tell you what else they doing with this gambling game, because it is a game. And it's involving me somehow. Well, how? I don't know. Because I didn't gamble back in the day. I didn't get involved in gambling till, when I really got in trucking. That's when I started gambling. I wasn't gambling when I was at Warren Truck Plant. I wasn't gambling when I was at Smart. I wasn't a gambler. So I don't know how they mixed me up with this gambling shit. So it has to do something with some psychic capabilities. Something. So now, when they covered up what they did to me, this is what I thought. When I started noticing this, what these strange shit these people were doing. Oh, you trying to tell me how to win a number. So I thought it's because they covered it up for whatever reason. You don't want the world to know. Okay. So now, you're going to implement something I said on the line. You're going to get these people, you're going to instruct these people to try to show me how to win the lottery. Or what machine to win money on. And win. But it didn't work. That's what I noticed. It didn't work. But I noticed that's what they were doing. It never worked. I didn't win. But they started winning. So, let me tell you what they're doing now, currently, why all this current shit is going on. It's about the craziest shit I had to tell. But it's what they're doing. Now that they got wind of it, they call themselves learning the rules of it, what to do. So, they hear me on here complaining about what they're doing and why they're doing it, so they start doing it. So, they come themselves. Other people, they get somebody else to do something to me on my property while they get the other individual to go in a casino and gamble at this particular machine that's supposed to win because of what they're doing, and they get their little cut off of it. That's what I believe they're doing. Found a baby sock in my car today, this rental. Wasn't nobody in here with a baby sock, with a baby yesterday at all. Nobody. Found it in the car after leaving in the parking garage at the apartment building. This true story. You can believe me or not, but this is what they're doing. All of them learning what they need to do. They get somebody else to come do this shit. And then when they do this shit, they're trying to rig up a win somewhere. It could be gambling, the lottery, or scratch off. And then they get the individual to go in there to try to find this winning scratch off based off of shit I'm saying and complaining. Complaining about or something I done wrote about, something I said or something they done did. True story. You can believe me or not. And it ain't just illegal gambling going on. You switching documents. To add money to somebody's 1099 that wasn't there before, that's money laundering. That's a crime. And it happened over at all the towers. Why would you do that? And I don't know how long that been going on. I just happened to notice it over there at Alden Towers. I don't know how long that's been going on. How long have you been doing that? You've been getting these people to get close to me that are able to access my apartment somehow. You've been giving them keys to everything I have. And they been coming here doing this shit. Why? I believe the government is doing it. Everybody's doing it. Why are you doing this shit? This shit is illegal. You let everybody know about me. They know my thoughts. They know what I have. Everything I have in my home. They know what I do. They interfere what I do. I can't make the money I want. I don't get the justice I'm seeking. What the fuck kind of shit is this? I'm not making this shit up. I couldn't make this shit up in a million years. Because it's true.